go to John.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Who's he talking to?
You say he's talking about the Israelites.
Who is he talking to?
He's talking to the world.
No, who was he talking to in that scripture?
All of us.
In John chapter 3, who was he talking to?
All of us.
Okay, let's read John chapter 3, verse 1.
John chapter 3 and verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
So one of the person that Christ was talking to was another Israelite from the tribe of Judah who was a ruler of the Jews. You understand that? So Christ and another Israelite having a conversation about Israelites. You understand that so far, Anthony? So John chapter 3 verse 1 leads off chapter 3 with two men having a conversation about their world. Go to John 3:14.
John chapter 3 and verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent.
Hey, brother, right here in the red. Hey, how you doing? What's your name, brother? What's that? What's up? Marvin? My name's Aaron, Marvin. Right now we're going over John 3:16. Our people had to understand that in John 3:16 that God loved everybody, that he's coming back to save everybody. Hey, Marvin, I got a question. Does everybody in the world need saving?
Yes,
everybody in the world needs saving? Everybody.
Everybody.
White man needs saving?
Everybody.
White man, who the white man need saving from? Everybody. He ruled the world.
From himself.
He ruled the world though.
From himself.
Nah, y'all had the wrong understanding, Marvin.
Who ruled the world?
Anthony,
okay.
Yeah, who ruled the world?
Christ ruled the world.
So when Christ come back to save his people, who's he going to put in charge of the world?
So you telling me,
he's going to put his people.
Israelite, if you telling me if you're not Israelite, then you're going to hell or you're going whatever.
That ain't what I said at all.
No, okay.
What I said is we got to listen to the scripture. We're going to listen to the scripture real quick. Hey, watch this. Let's put it all in context real quick. Anthony and Mark.
Break it down to him.
John 3:14. Let's listen to this. Read.
John chapter 3 and verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
So you know the story of Moses, right? Yeah. He led the Israelites out of Egypt, right?
Yeah.
When Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, who did he lift it up to?
The white man.
The Israelites, right? He led his people out of Egypt.
Yeah.
So y'all got to follow along, Anthony and Mark. He lifted up the serpent in the wilderness. Let's keep reading.
Even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So right there, when it says even so, today that means the same way. So this, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness to the Israelites, right? The same way, so even so, that's what it means today. Even so means the same way, what?
Must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So who's the Son of Man?
God.
That's Jesus the Christ.
Right.
So the same way must Jesus the Christ be lifted up. So the same way Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness to the Israelites, the same way must the Son of Man be lifted up to who? To the Israelites. You understand that, right? He has to be lifted up to the Israelites because it said the same way. Read.
That whosoever believeth in him should not perish.
So whoever believes in Christ, just like when Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, whoever believed and repented of their sins, they got healed from those snake bites, right? Okay, let's read.
But have eternal life. For God so loved the world.
Here we go to John 3:16. God so loved the world. We just explained world, Anthony.
The world.
We just explained, Anthony, what the world is. Do we need to go back there again, Anthony? We'll go back again for Marvin, because Marvin ain't here.
Me, him, you.
Isaiah 45:17.
I know everybody else.
Well, let's see what God says. Let's see what God says. Let's not go off our own opinion. Let's see what God says. Isaiah 45:17.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 45 verse 17.
Bring it out.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
So Israelites are going to be saved. It didn't say everybody else. It said Israelites are going to be saved in the Lord. Read.
With an everlasting salvation.
This salvation, when he comes back, when Christ cracked that sky, this salvation is going to last forever. That's why everybody said we got next. It ain't going to be the white man next. It ain't going to be the Chinese man next. It ain't going to be the African man next. It's going to be the Israelites next. So we're going to be ruling forever. Read.
Ye shall not be ashamed.
And we ain't going to be embarrassed about it. Read.
Nor confounded.
And we're not going to be confused about it when we're talking to other people. Listen up, Anthony. Anthony, you ain't listening. You're going off another doctrine, but I'm trying to explain it to you. You got to listen, Anthony. You got 2 ears. You got 2 ears. Let's listen, Anthony. Read.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded. World without end.
What did God just call the Israelites?
World without end.
One more time for the people that was not listening.
World without end.
Now let's go back to John 3:16. God just called Israel a world unto himself. Hey, is this John 3:16 right here? Hey, what's your name, bro?
My name's John.
John? John, my name's Aaron. Hey, right now we're going over John 3:16. Your namesake, right? John 3:16. Everybody said God so loved the world. So when we get to world, for some reason, everybody get confused. If you're in the sports world, you play sports, right? That ain't everybody in the world, right? Does everybody play sports in the world? So when we say the sports world, we understand what the sports world means, right? So when if we go to the zoo and we go specifically to go see the Sea World, is a lion inside the Sea World? Nah, killer whales and dolphins are inside the Sea World. So and we're explaining to our brothers who the world is that God's talking about in John 3:16. So let's read it again. John chapter 3:16.
John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever.
Hold on. Second. All right, go to whosoever. Acts 2:21. Now we're going to get to whosoever, because everybody gets confused with world and they get confused with whosoever. Because everybody, for both of those things, everybody says it's the whole world and whosoever is everybody. It ain't everybody in the world. Come forward, come on, real quick. We're going to explain John 3:16 real quick. Let's read that. Let's find out who the whosoever is. We already had the understanding that Israel is the world. Now let's find out who the whosoever is, right? Read.
Acts chapter 2 and verse 21.
Read.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord.
So whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, read,
shall be saved.
they're going to be saved, right? So right now everybody's going, hey, that's the whole world, that's everybody. Whoever calls on the name of the Lord going to be saved. Hey, but we didn't finish the verse. Keep reading.
Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
That's right.
Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
So the whosoever, go back to John 3:16, the whosoever that they're talking about, and the world that it's talking about in John 3:16 is who? Marvin, who is it?
Everybody.
Literally, I just read it out the Bible to you.
Everybody.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How about you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.